Greetings from Seattle, Washington, everyone. If you're new to this channel, my name is Dennis, and I like to make driving, or what I like to call ride-along videos on this channel. I also do a lot of walking tours, including monthly walking tours at Pike Place Market. Anyway, I just got my coffee here at All City Coffee, and today we are going to go on a drive to West Seattle and Alki Beach. Let's roll. We'll see what all we end up doing out there. I haven't been out there in a long time, and I mean, some of that has to do with the fact that the West Seattle Bridge is closed. Oh wow, check out this building. I think this used to be a Korean church. Wow. Wonder what's happening. Looks like they're reinforced. I don't know. There's a lot of metal that I'm seeing. It looks like they're reinforcing the structure, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, beautiful morning. Not raining, not too cold. 40 degrees Fahrenheit is what I'm showing on my dashboard. So this is good weather for a winter morning in Seattle. So yeah, as I was saying, I haven't been going to Alki Beach or West Seattle as much, and that's because of the West Seattle Bridge closure. They're working to fix that bridge, and I'm hoping that it'll be done soon. I think it's supposed to be done this year. It's been a while, so it's been like a year and a half, I want to say, and it definitely has affected commute times, because before you'd be able to, from where I live, I mean, I used to be able to get there in 15 minutes from Beacon Hill, Columbia City, but now it takes double that amount of time, because this is the route that I mean, this is the only route that I can take to get there, unless I want to take the water taxi. Which that is a fun way of getting there, is the water taxi. It takes a long time to get there by water taxi for someone like myself. But if you're downtown, if you live downtown, that's probably the best way to get there, unless you need your car once you get there. Anyway, we're about to hop on the First Avenue bridge here. And the time right now is 10:22 a.m. Saturday morning. And this is a good morning. I could see the sun peeking through on my left. And yeah, simple pleasures, you know. About a week ago, when I was doing all the snow stuff and filming the walks and then the drives in the snow, one of the things that I said about Seattle is that, you know, when it snows here, people are happy. I mean, I'm happy, and that's because we know that it's going to be gone in, you know, several days or a week, and that's exactly what happened. It's been about a week and no trace of snow anywhere. So it's nice, you know, you get to experience something new, and then you don't have to deal with it. You don't have to deal with the bad parts of snow. Really good coffee. Yeah, this is a ride-along video, y'all, so hopefully you'll enjoy this. There'll be times where I might not say anything, just enjoy the ride myself, actually. I might get out of my car and walk around like I stated earlier. All right, so from here, we exit West Marginal Way. If you go straight and then take the next exit, that will take you up to White Center. And if you don't exit, that will take you to Burien, Des Moines, SeaTac Airport. So those areas of Seattle. And actually, Burien is its own city. That's the next city to the southwest of Seattle. A lot of people are moving out in that direction simply because it's just a little bit more affordable. You know, when people look to purchase real estate in West Seattle, I think people like views and the great location that Alki and the Junction, that area, like the true West Seattle, so to speak. That's where they begin their search, and oftentimes the houses are just too expensive, and so people end up looking, at White Center, followed by Burien, followed by Des Moines, and then just keep going south all the way to Federal Way, and now all the way to Tacoma, which is 30 minutes south of here without traffic. With traffic, that's a different story. All right, so we're on West Marginal Way. It's a very, very industrial area here, and the traffic here at 5 p.m. on a weekday is horrendous. It's horrible because everyone's trying to get home from downtown or from work, wherever work might be for them. But today it's not so bad. It's a Saturday today. We shouldn't be on the road today. We should be in bed chilling still, right? Going to point out some stuff that I think might be worth noting. I know that there's a cafe, Chelan Cafe, just coming a few minutes from here, that definitely is worth noting. My wife and I used to love going there for brunch. Haven't been there in about probably 2 years now, and we'll need to revisit soon. It's like an old school, it's like a 50s, 60s diner, I want to say. Feels like you went back in time, and the food is good, and the prices are reasonable as well. So on the left hand side here, I think this is it. Yeah, on the left hand side here is it? What's coming up? No, we're not there yet. But there's a place where you can recycle paper, like cardboard boxes, and wood, I want to say. Is that wood? Metal? I forget what it was, but I recycled something. And I had to, there used to be a place in, it was cardboard. So it was paper, yeah. Because we bought a bunch of stuff and had a ton of cardboard that we needed to dispose of, and we ended up having to come here because the place on Rainier Avenue, North Rainier Avenue, by Dearborn and by Goodwill on near Dearborn Street, it closed down. It's a different business that's there, so I ended up having to bring out my stuff here, and it should be right here, unless I passed it. I think I did. Anyway, it's somewhere around here on the left-hand side. Just FYI for all the locals out there, if you have massive amounts of cardboard or paper that you want to recycle, this is the area that you'll be coming to if you live in this vicinity. All right, so now we are getting closer and we are near where all the streets meet here. So Delridge is on the left-hand side. You can hop on Delridge, and from Delridge you can access White Center, and there's also a golf course nearby. I mean, it's actually right off of Delridge. Okay, just checking here. I have so many different cameras that I use. Sometimes I'm apprehensive if I'm using the right tool for the job. If you're a vlogger or you're a camera person out there, you might be able to relate. But sometimes I'll use my GoPro. I'm not using that today, and I'll be like, it's kind of dark to be using a GoPro. Why did I use that? Well, that's because sometimes when I begin my journey, there's a lot of light, and GoPro needs a lot of light. I don't want to get into cameras too much, because then I won't be able to talk to you about the things that are here in front of us, which what's in front of us right now is Chelan Cafe, right hand side right here. Chelan Cafe. I love that place, and I actually used to work nearby and used to walk to Chelan Cafe for like a decade. It was like one of my lunchtime places that I would visit. And so good place for a meal. Steak and eggs. Steak and eggs. Or country fried chicken is also good. It's an all-American diner. That's what it is. And I remember steak and eggs were like, what, $14-16, which is reasonable. But that's 2 years ago. I imagine they've raised their prices. I mean, who hasn't over the last 2 years? Everything's gotten expensive. The price of beef and everything else has really gone up. So, all right, we're going to take a right here on Harbor Avenue, and most, if not all, of our driving will now be on this road here. And I'm glad I came out here, you guys, because it's turning out to be a beautiful morning. Late morning, 10:32 now. And this is going to be a long video, of course. A lot of people like long videos. Some prefer the short ones. And the thing about long videos is you can watch the entire thing, or you can opt out. But please don't opt out when you watch my videos. All right, we're about to see some stuff coming up here once we pass all this dead trees, which this drive here is beautiful in the spring and fall, because the trees will have leaves on them. It's just a beautiful drive. Right now, we're in the dead of winter. Things don't look really sexy right now. But anyway, going back to what I was talking about, don't opt out. Watch the entire thing. If you like the video, please hit the like button, smash the like button. If you don't like the video, share the video. I'm being facetious there. I'm being silly. But yeah, if you enjoy the video, please like it. It really helps. YouTube got rid of the showing the dislikes on YouTube. And so one way you can help a creator, a YouTuber, is to hit that like button. That's one way that you can help. There's other ways too. I have a Patreon page that it's in the description. If you want to help that way, that's great too. If you don't, that's fine. Just hit the like button. And I feel like there's some really good people that have come to. I'm gonna stop here. That have that come to my channel to watch my walks and drives and everything else that I do here, all the crazy stuff that I sometimes do. I wanted to stop because I want to point out this place here. I want to slow down and point out this place here. This place being Salty's restaurant on Alki. Absolutely one of my favorite restaurants here. right hand side. You can't really see it because the camera's not pointing at it right now. It's pointing straight ahead. But if you are looking for a fantastic brunch in Seattle, I can't think of a better place. This place is awesome for brunch. It's not cheap, but I mean, I'll show you the view. We're gonna stop by and check out the view. Actually, there's two view spots that I'll show you. I did a walking video here, by the way, last summer, late summer, early fall, can't quite remember. But I walked all the way from Salties to Luna Park, which is up ahead. And for a slower tour of this area, you can check out that video. But I'm pulling into this parking lot here to show you the view, which would be similar to the views that you would be getting from Salties. And here you can catch the water taxi on the right hand side there. That's where you would catch the water taxi. You can fish. You can do squid fishing here. A lot of people come here to do squid fishing. You can eat at Marination Makai here. Awesome little Hawaiian fusion sort of restaurant. They have a what do they call it? Not a tiki bar, just like a outdoor seating, happy hour, outdoor seating, outdoor dining. Let's just call it that, outdoor dining area behind the building. That's also fantastic. You get commanding views of the Seattle skyline and the water from there. And you can also rent kayaks and skates and bicycles from here. It's awesome. This is a great part of town. I love this part of town. It's just that right now, because of the West Seattle Bridge not being open, I mean, it's kind of a bummer. But boy, look at this. The sun is really coming through for us this morning. This is awesome. I definitely will get out of my car to walk around a little bit at some point. I don't know where. And I'm gonna take a right here. I'm gonna show you the view. I want to show you the view from here and also see it for myself. But I'm thinking I'll show you this view first. Look at that. I think I'm gonna drive past the area that is Alki Point, where the beach is located. The main beach, the beach that when you think Alki Beach, that's what comes to mind, and that's where a lot of people go for tourists. If you're visiting during the summertime or even in the wintertime, and you want to, you say, hey, I want to check out what the beach looks like in Seattle, that's the beach that you would be going to. You'd be going to that beach, and that's probably maybe due to time that you might just go there and then head back east again and go back to downtown Seattle, and you might not venture past. This is a nice view here. Just did a 360 for you, didn't I? That's one thing I love about mornings is you have like the world to yourself. There's not a lot of people, not a lot of cars. You can do things freely most of the time. So yeah, I might drive past that area, past the lighthouse, and show you what that section of town looks like. We'll see. There's still a little bit of driving that I have to do, and if it gets to be too long of a video, I might divide it up into 2 videos and end this video at Alki Beach. But yeah, past Alki Beach, there's the lighthouse, and there's another beach that I like to refer to as the beach for adults. It's just more mellow, and you don't have you don't have a lot of activity there. People go there to just chill. Alki Beach, sometimes, especially during the summer, it gets kind of wild. When it's hot in Seattle, I mean, like everybody goes there, and it gets kind of crazy. So this here, let me go ahead and pull in here and show you. Well, I don't have to show you. I pointed that out in my walking video, but to the right here is where you can park your car and check out the view. If you want to make a quick stop, if you're driving here and you want to make a quick stop, that's a great option right there. And this park here, this is Luna Park. And from this park, you can see the sunset as well as the Seattle skyline. It's like situated at the very tip of the peninsula, so to speak. So it's nice. All these condos. They keep building new ones. Yeah. These small houses, developers come in, buy them, and then throw up shiny new condos. So this is if you live an active lifestyle, this is a great part of town. If you like to walk, jog, ride your bike, and you like to kayak, it's great. And across the water are all the different islands. You can also see the Olympics. Yeah, I can see it actually in the distance there. Snow-capped Olympic mountains. Here, let me see if I can point it out to you. Well, you'll be able to see it once we get to Alki. I think you can see it on the camera. There's a ferry there. It seems like this one sometimes when I make these videos that I'm like, ooh, this scene here, this stretch of the drive and video warrants some sort of music, something relaxing or something. But then sometimes it's like, it's just nice to hear the live sound, So, hence is why I try to give variety. I try to make different types of videos. A lot of people like me to shut my trap, and so I think they appreciate the ones where I don't talk. So yeah, a little bit of variety. All right, we're getting to the busy part of this strip here, where the beach is. And should I go out and walk around a little bit? Boy, that will make for a very long video. Maybe I'll save that for a different day. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Well, a lot of it will have to do with if there is a parking space. If there's a parking space, I might definitely hop out and step out for some fresh air. But this is what our beach looks like right now. Quite a few people out. I mean, it's a nice morning for Seattle. This is a nice morning. So parking for the beach. Oh, looks like there is a parking spot. Let's see if I can park here. Seems like a pretty tight parking spot. But I am, if I may say so, quite good at parallel parking. All right. I love that I'm able to amuse myself. All right, so look at that. It's like a 10-point landing by a gymnast is parking. Look at that. Booyah! Perfecto. We have secured a VIP parking spot. And we're going to get out and hang out for a little bit outside. How's that sound? Let's do this. All right, so we are on the boardwalk.
Well, no, I just said if you wanted to go, I could.
Did a little bit of walking around. And this is what it looks like. That coffee shop across the street, that's usually where I would get coffee. Ampersand. That's where I would get coffee here at the beach. But because I have this coffee from All City Coffee in Georgetown, I don't need to go there today. All right, we're gonna go to the water and just walk a little bit, walk back to the car from here. I'm not gonna spend too much time out here. I need to hop back in the car before I catch a cold again. A little chilly out here. I also don't want to, this video that I'm making, this is turning out to be a very, very long video. Might be the longest video I've made yet. But I think, ooh, it looks like they're going to start a fire there. Got a Christmas tree and food and whatever else they might have. Yeah, this video is turning out to be a long video, but I'm thinking that would be okay. I wanted to document West Seattle today, and because I don't come out here that often anymore, so that'll be fine to make a long video. So what I was saying in the car earlier, straight ahead, maybe you can see it, Olympic Mountains, snow-capped Olympic Mountains. That's looking west. That's looking east. At 12 o'clock is a Space Needle. And we're going to walk all the way to the Statue of Liberty from here. That's sort of where I park my car. Yeah, this is what the beach looks like in Seattle during the winter. There's actually people swimming in this frigid water, this glacier water. That's what it is, glacier water. The water never gets warm here, not even when the temperature hits 114 degrees, which is what it did on June 28th this past year, making it the hottest day in recorded history in Seattle. The water is glacier water, so yeah, never gets that warm, or never gets warm at all. It stays cold. Across the street there's Spud Fish and Chips. Seattle's oldest fast food, oldest fast food restaurant. The very first fast food restaurant. Next to that is Harry's Beach House. I'll have to check out that place sometime. Have not checked out that place. It used to be a Tolly's Coffee. All right. So the Alki Lighthouse is straight ahead, and I've been meaning to check that out. It's not easily accessible. I'll have to look into that some more, but it's not like you can just walk up to it and be like, hey, what's up, lighthouse? Nice. I don't know, you have to make an appointment, or it's just closed altogether. I see it from, you can barely see it from the street when you're driving, but from your car as you're driving, but it's actually it's actually something I've never checked out up close. I've never, but then again, it's not like I live my life going to lighthouses, you know. But I have been to the lighthouse at Makotio by Everett, just like an hour from here. Sad to say, I live closer to Alki. This is the Statue of Liberty. Voila! That's looking west and east. Let's have a look at her one more time from the front. The Lady of Liberty. There she is. Ta-da! All right, let's hop back in the car and continue on our journey. Suppose I can point out one more coffee shop to you. Starbucks right there. I don't really like their coffee, but it is what it is. All right, we're gonna get back in the car and go in that direction there, go west some more. All right, so we are back on the road again, and I'm going to drive to what I like to call the adult beach here at Alki, and show you what that looks like. Oh, it was cold out there. Goodness, should have brought a beanie hat. It's cold, but I do appreciate the fresh air at the beach. All right, so to get there, you simply take a right here. This intersection here is this three-way intersection. I know, it says street closed. This closure here has to do with the Healthy Streets initiative. It's not exactly an initiative, but it's something that Seattle implemented as a way to give certain neighborhoods, selected neighborhoods, outdoor space for their kids to ride bicycles, for them to go out and walk, that sort of thing, without having to go to a park. It's a little controversial. I mean, you know, people still drive through them. I mean, it's not like there's police, monitoring these things. All right, so coming up is the Alki Lighthouse. You can actually see it from here, 12 o'clock. And one day I will make it there to see it up close and personal, like Robin Leach. But there it is right there. All right, and the beach that, ooh, look at all those sailboats. Wow, there's a lot of them out here. The beach that I was talking about is this one here. And this is where Alki meets Beach Drive. But this is what I was talking about. I'm not going to get out here though. While the tide is high, oh my goodness. Yeah, wow, the tide is really high today. Usually you can walk down to, can you? Yeah, you can't walk down at all. My goodness. Yeah, all the sand is covered in, wow, yeah, I've not seen it this high in a long time. It's all water, no sand down there. And I'll point out one thing to you that is something that's very unique to this area, and that is those apartments or condos they might be condos actually, not apartments, at straight ahead there at 2 o'clock. That building sits on piers, similar to Edgewater Inn at the Seattle waterfront. And from what I know, that's the only building, apartment condo building in all of Seattle that sits on the water like that. I might be wrong. Let me know if that's inaccurate information. I do not want to present inaccurate information to anyone. But that is what I know. So there you have it. We just passed the adult beach, and I could end the video here, but you know what? All right, let's. I'm going to ensure that this ends up being the longest video I've ever made for YouTube on this channel, and we'll just see how it goes. Oh, there's some water on my windshield. Excuse the splash there. We'll just see how it goes. I'm going to end this video at White Center. How's that? I'm gonna drive all the way from here to White Center. It wasn't my intention, but since I am already out here, let me show you the drive to White Center, and this will give you a good idea of what Seattle looks like along the water coming from Georgetown. Wow, all those sailboats are so beautiful. So we're just gonna drive along the coast here, and then we're going to pass Lincoln Park as well. And Lincoln Park will be where you can catch the ferry to Vashon Island. I've had at least one viewer ask me, where do I catch the ferry to get to the island? Well, depends what island you're trying to go to. There's so many islands. But for Vashon, you would catch it at the Fauntleroy ferry terminal. And I will point that out. So this will end up being quite a comprehensive video as far as covering West Seattle. Maybe I'll add that word in the title, who knows. A comprehensive driving tour of West Seattle. Look at that house, or those houses. Those are nice. Even that little red house there, red tangerine-ish color. Is that a word? Tangerine-ish. Ooh, I like that. Tangerine-ish.com. I need to buy that domain name after I get home. So West Seattle, I like West Seattle. Like this section of West Seattle, I really like. It's so mellow. It feels like you're on an island, but you're not. It has like an island vibe to it. It's really nice. I think it's especially nice for like if you're retired and you don't have to go to the mainland. If you don't have to go to downtown Seattle or Seattle at all, this is very nice. A lot of people that live here, they actually don't go to downtown Seattle very much at all. It's self-sustaining. There's the junction that you can go to. I'm gonna pull over and fix something real quick here. Yeah, you can go to the junction for all your grocery shopping needs, and you really do not need to go to the mainland at all if you live here. So for folks who are retired, it doesn't get any better than West Seattle. I am a proponent of West Seattle. I love West Seattle. So who knows if we stay living here, which we don't have plans we have dreams, but no plans. Yeah, this is one neighborhood, you know. I like where we stay right now. Stayed there forever, but sometimes it's nice to dream. Be nice to stay out here. I don't think Amanda likes West Seattle too much, though. She feels like it's too removed from the rest of the city, which it is. But I kind of like it for that reason. Again, later on, we'll see. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows? I believe the former mayor, Greg Nichols, still lives out here. He's a West Seattle guy. There's two or three mayors back. It's so nice and quiet. Parts of this drive reminds me of the drive out to the Olympic Peninsula, or at least to Hama Hama Oysters, which is in the South Sound. I made a couple of videos of that place, by the way. You can check that out as well. And I plan on going back, and maybe this time I'll film the drive there, because it's just, and then it'll be one of those drives with music, no talking. Because it's such a beautiful drive, it's relaxing. I might watch that video myself after I film it. The thing is, you gotta find music. The thing about adding music to a video is you have to find the right music. That's the thing. People are picky. People are discerning. If you film something and you think it's the best footage you've ever captured, but then you put music over it that isn't to someone's liking, that just sort of throws things off, you know. Like, it could kill a video in a way. So there's that to consider. Whereas if you don't add music at all, then it's like, well, you know, you don't like it, it's real life, it's live, tough luck, move on to the next video or channel. But at the end of the day, I mean, as a creator, it's on you and what you like, right? You should do what you like. Or else you will have burnout. Like when I began making YouTube videos, you know, big dreams, right? Like, oh, this is kind of cool. I should be a cinematic vlogger, Casey Neistat, or you know, Peter McKinnon. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Laotian. Hey, by the way, let me know if you like that intro, or if it's too much energy for you. You know, like the energetic intro with all the jump cuts, the awesome music. Everything looks like flawless. But I was like, oh my goodness, it's just not my style, and so everyone has their own way of doing things. Everyone has different likes and dislikes and what have you. All right, we're gonna take a right here on Fauntleroy Way, Southwest, in Southwest Seattle, and to the right here is Lincoln Park. This is what Lincoln Park looks like. Looks like the parking lot is open, and there are a couple of parking lots here. This is one of them, if I remember correctly, unless there's just one and it's a big parking lot. It might be just one, actually. This is a beautiful park, many acres, just gorgeous park. On that side of Boeing Field, on the eastern side of Boeing Field, I live closer to Seward Park. I sort of see Seattle has many parks. I believe over 300 parks. And there's something that I was going to mention as far as parks go. So I was right. There are two parking lots. This parking lot here is a smaller parking lot. You can park here, and this parking lot is closer to the ferry terminal. The ferry terminal is just right here to the right, and you can see the ferries come and go if you park there and walk down to the beach. The beach here is awesome, by the way. The beach at Lincoln Park. So this is where you would catch the ferry, you guys, to Vashon Island to the right here. Take a right, pay your fee. I made a video of me and Amanda going to the island, Bainbridge Island though. So I don't think I've made a Vashon Island one yet. So maybe I'll make that video. There's really good dining out there too. All these islands have good dining. There's like at least 2 or 3 restaurants that are really good. So maybe I'll get out there and eat lunch or dinner. Just hang out on an island. We'll see. All right, so now we are going to go up a hill, and I'm gonna make my way to White Center. Maybe I can also do a walking tour of White Center after I end this video. We'll see. Someone was telling me that much of White Center, a lot of the businesses are boarded up right now, which is really sad to know. And so I'm actually curious to see that. White Center, I feel like, was gaining good momentum. Well, I mean, depending. Some people will say, "Good. What do you mean, good momentum? All this money coming in and gentrification happening." By good momentum, I mean, I feel like, yeah, money was coming in and businesses were, people were opening up businesses and it was getting cleaned up a little bit. Okay, the way I feel about it is there's a happy balance. A happy balance can be achieved, right? Because if there is no money coming in at all and there's no new people coming in at all, then what you have then is just the same old stuff, and if the same old stuff works for you, then it works for you. But oftentimes the same old stuff does not work for you. It doesn't work for anyone, including the locals. And so that's my quick commentary regarding gentrification, changes, and all of that stuff. It's a highly debatable thing, I know, but at the same time, change is the only constant. All right, we're at 35th, and I'm going to take a right here. Take a right, and then I'm going to take a left at Roxbury, and that will take us to White Center. At White Center, I'm going to take a right on 15th Avenue. That's the main drag. If I go left here on 35th, that's going to eventually take me to the freeway entrance to the West Seattle Bridge, which is closed. And I could also access the junction, West Seattle Junction, by taking that left. I did a walking tour. That walking tour needs to be updated. It's like over a year, I think, over a year old. And I will revisit the junction and show you what that looks like. All right, this is risky, making a video this long. I think this might end up being over an hour long. I'm not even sure, but if I add up the driving and the walking and all of the talking, this video will end up being over an hour long, is what I'm thinking. We'll find out. So I am at the intersection of 35th Avenue Southwest and Southwest Roxbury Street. Going to take a left. There will be Roxbury Lanes and Casino on the right hand side, And it's a nice little old school bowling alley there. There's also a casino if you're into making or losing some money, if you're into gambling. And the food at this bowling alley is actually really good. What is it? Is it the fried shrimp or chicken wings? That's especially good. I forget, but we went there for Amanda's niece's birthday party less than a year ago, and I was reminded of that fact. So someone had commented, "Hey, please mention gas prices." So well, here $3.85 is the price for regular gas, and then just a block over. Actually, it's on the same block. So here's the casino, you guys. It's $4.09 here. So it varies a lot, as you can see. And gas prices in Seattle, I'll talk about gas a little bit. It's just very interesting because it doesn't stay. I mean, it's not even like neighborhood dependent, right? Like you would think that it would be more expensive in certain neighborhoods, like say, like a rich neighborhood, or maybe you might think a poor neighborhood, but none of that matters. Like I'll go to a really, really expensive neighborhood, a rich neighborhood, and gas prices will be super expensive or cheap. Likewise with when I go to the more low income areas of town, like this is a lower income neighborhood, but quotes, right? Quotation marks. Lower income, affordable. There's nothing affordable in Seattle, actually. Everything's expensive. But this is, one of the last remaining more affordable areas is White Center. And then when you go down the hill, South Park, these neighborhoods come to mind for affordable, low income. But look up the price of homes. Anyway, going back to gas, it just varies so much. It just varies so much. The safe thing to do might be to go to Costco or Safeway for gas. All right, we're approaching downtown White Center, and on the right-hand side, Salvadorian Bakery. Drool emoji. They have the best desserts, especially their tres leches cake. Oh my goodness. Diabetes on a plate. So good. So good. All right, I'm really curious. So the street's actually 16th that I'm going to take a right on. That's the main drag. 15th is the street after that. And that's where the welfare office, aka community services office, is located. But we're not going to that street, and we're not going to the welfare office today. Take a right here. Let's go drive through this main drag. Let's see what White Center looks like. I also did a walking tour of White Center a long time ago. It needs to be updated. I mean, oh yeah, on the right here. Oh, that's really sad. The Vietnamese deli. Oh, that's the building that, oh my gosh, it caught on fire. Wow. The barbecue place, Drunky Barbecue. Man, amazing barbecue. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I do see businesses boarded up. I'm really disheartened about the Vietnamese deli, just because it had been there for so long. I used to go there for banh mi and stuff. And Crawfish House, ate there once. Pretty good crawfish. I do like crawfish. However, that's not my favorite one. There's like 3 or 4 that are really good in town. That's not my favorite one though. Here's a Starbucks and a Popeye's chicken. I'm gonna take a left here. We're gonna take a left. Take another left. That Asian market on the right, the name is Hung Long. Hung Long Asian Market. How interesting is that? Some people might get a laugh out of that name. Okay, here I'm gonna take another left, and the welfare office is straight ahead to the right, and to my left is a taco truck, which is probably one of the better ones in town, if not the best one in town. All right, we're gonna drive through this main drag again one more time. Yeah, wow, on the left there. Yeah. I had read about the fire there, just a headline, like there was a fire in Westsiiiide, so that's what that was. Wow. Yeah, some of these businesses are boarded up, especially on the left-hand side. Goodness. It's really unfortunate. Yeah. That's what it looks like to the right, and then... Wow. Crazy. Anyway, I'm glad I stopped by. I will, I don't know, I'll come back here and explore around Westsiiiide in the future. And when I do, it will probably, I know there's a car show that happens here. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Maybe I'll come back for the car show, because it was an amazing car show when I attended last time that I was here in Westsiiiide. And there you have it, folks. I'm gonna swing a right here, and that's going to take me back to Georgetown after I passed. Wow, I'm gonna do a loop. Check this out. We'll do it. We'll do a complete loop here. We're gonna go back to where we came from. How's that sound? Why don't we all just go back to where we came from? Now, where we all came from would be what? Our mother's womb. All right, getting close to lunchtime. And what's for lunch? Well, lunch could have been the taco truck. But no, it's gonna be something else. But I'm not gonna make a video about food today, though. This is strictly to give you a look at West Seattle, which does include Westsiiiide, but also Southwest Seattle.